Hello, today I will talk about the importance of sleep and four surprising benefits of it. As a business owner, wife, and mother of twins, I have fallen for a common myth. The myth being that busy and productive people need less sleep. So for a long time, I was able to trick myself into thinking that I could survive on 5 or even less hours of sleep. I did this so that I could have more time for just about everything and anything. But it was only recently when I realized just how wrong I was. The truth is that most of us are getting far less sleep than we need. And believe it or not, lack of sleeping is affecting us in more harmful ways than we even think. An average American gets about 6 hours and 51 minutes of sleep per night. On the other hand, top performers, not average people, get 8 hours and 36 minutes of sleep. And that's almost 90 extra minutes of sleep. The effects are miraculous. Just think, if your body requires 8 hours of sleep per night and you're waking up after 6.5, you're skipping out on 90 minutes of quality sleep. According to one study, this leads to 1/3 of reduction in your cognitive ability. To breaking down even further for you, it's like showing up to work and having crushed a pint of beer the night before and trying to be productive for the day. It's not, and the truth is, it's not only cognition. If you aren't getting enough sleep, you're more likely to keep gaining weight because your brain will crave energy in form of carbs and sugar. Also, your body will hold on extra fat, making it hard to lose weight. This is why in any of my programs at my clinic, sleep is a key component to recovery process. So, furthermore, according to one study from 2004, people who sleep less than 6 hours per night were 30% more likely to fall down a path of obesity. Lack of sleep is also linked to the inability of processing glucose, which increases the risk of developing type 2 diabetes. If you ever felt burned out at work or school, the number one reason is probably your sleeping habits. An inconsistent sleep schedule can impact your mood. You're more likely to be moody and experience anxiety or depression. In fact, one study from 2007 that was done on 10,000 people with insomnia, it was found that insomnia sufferers are 500% more likely to develop depression. And last but not least, lack of sleep dumbs you down. You learn slower, think slower, and solve problems slower. Not a great state for anyone with a job that requires basic functioning to be in. So the golden question is, how do you get more sleep? Number one, time yourself to discover your optimal time of sleep. This means go to bed without setting an alarm for a few days and see what time you naturally wake up. Mine is around 8 to 8.5 hours. And now I set my timer to ensure that I get that amount of sleep every night. If I need to be up by 7:30 to treat patients, I have to be in bed by midnight. Or even earlier, like 11 o'clock. Also control your coffee. In my opinion, coffee is liquid of heaven. But caffeine has a half-life of around 6 hours, which means if you drink a cup at night, at noon, by midnight, around 25% of that caffeine is still in your system. That being said, try not to drink caffeine after 2 p.m. And if you need more than 2 cups a day, make the rest decaf. Number 3, shut off your electronics at least an hour before bed. We are naturally glued to our electronic devices throughout the day, and it's keeping our mind engaged and busy, and technology can trick you into thinking that it needs to stay awake. So for restful night of sleep, shut down your devices at least an hour before you go to bed. Number 4, sleep on a very comfortable mattress. Believe it or not, your mattress has an expiration date. So 9 to 10 years is a typical lifespan for a mattress according to National Sleep Association. Since you spend 1/3 of your life in bed or even more, so consider investing in a good mattress and don't be frugal when you shop for a mattress. Number 5, do not eat heavy meals 3 hours before sleeping. It will make your sleep quality worse if you do. And number 6, do something relaxing just before the bed, such as deep breathing or meditation. And finally, in conclusion, make sure you sleep well for healthy, long, and energetic life. If you have chronic pain and have trouble sleeping, make sure you talk with your doctor and do whatever it takes to improve sleep hygiene. Improving ability to sleep will greatly decrease level of your pain, improve your energy, improve your mood, general health, and ability to heal and perform. Thank you very much.